Hello and welcome to the Dune Minute Podcast, your place to dive deep, minute by minute, into the cinematic adaptation of Frank Herbert's World of Dune. I'm one of your hosts, John.
And I'm Zach.
And we are back. It's a Wednesday episode.
It is.
And we're still afraid of fun.
Well, Paul is. I'm a fan of fun, John. I don't know if you ever knew this about me. I like having a good time.
I am known to enjoy fun from time to time.
From time to time. I'm a fun guy. That's why they call me the mushroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
yeah, you got him.
Yeah.
That was so bad. I'm sorry. That was atrocious.
Could be worse reasons for why they would call you the mushroom.
Yeah. Anyways. So, Paul hates fun.
Well, hold on. We're talking about minutes 1 through...
Okay, little backstory here. I completely fucked John's flow up before the recording of this. Maybe he'll drop it in to the end of this episode. I don't know. Maybe. I'm kind of putting him in the corner to do it now.
Oh God!
I really messed up your flow, and I'm sorry.
The start of this episode was so chaotic. It was so bad. Oh my God.
Let's take a breath. Get back into it. It's Wednesday. It's a Wednesday episode. It's good. We are talking about minute 107 through 108 of Dune Part 2, released in 2024.
You learned what year it is.
Yes.
Are you also going to get that tattooed on your the pad of skin?
Right, the current year?
Yeah.
No.
It is currently 2025 X 2026 X 2027 X.
Yeah, no.
All the way down your entire fucking arm for the rest of your life.
That would be a lot more commitment than I'm capable of.
Oh, okay. Well, you are going to do the L and R thing on your...
No, the L and backwards L.
Oh, that's right. The L and backwards L.
Yes. To those who don't know me personally, which is most of you.
Just about everyone that listens to this.
Yep, hopefully. I sometimes have problems discerning left and right when I'm under pressure.
Sometimes?
Sometimes. It's getting better.
Motherfucker, it's like every time.
It's getting better. Which I know I've been talking a long time about, learning how to fly a plane. And I do understand the irony. And I'm working on it. I don't have any tattoos, so I thought it would be a fun idea to just like on my wrist, not the bottom of my wrist or the back, just kind of on the side maybe, because I have to do the hold up the thumb and forefinger thing, and when you do that, the L is left and the backwards L is right. But I don't want to have to do that.
You can't do that while you're flying.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do that when I'm flying. So it's like on the side of my wrist. yeah. I don't think the examiner would take too kindly to that. But I thought it'd be a funny joke to on the side of my wrist to on my left wrist get an L tattooed, and on the original plan was on my right wrist to get an R tattooed. But I thought it'd be funnier if I got a backwards L on my right wrist.
All right.
So yes, that is still a plan. I'm not certain if I'll do it because that's how all of my tattoo ideas have been. I like them, and then I never do them.
I'm just going to drag you with me one day.
Maybe. That might be the way you have to do it, honestly.
Right. It'd be funny because my tattoo artist's name is also Zach. So,
Yep.
Zach, this is Zach. Here you go.
Hey, can you make this dumb joke permanent?
I mean...
That's how a lot of tattoos are, I guess.
We
have a goose with a knife on it.
Hold on. The goose with the knife is not the joke. That is not the tattoo that I was going to talk about.
Okay.
I have a tree that's made out of circuits, so it is a circuit tree tattoo.
Oh, I just got that.
Motherfucker, you just...
joking. Oh, no, I'm joking.
I was going to say, holy shit. I've had that tattoo since like 2014. What the fuck? God, it has been 10 years. Holy fuck.
All right, John, we are getting far afield from
Yep.
Dune. Let's give the people what they want. I think us talking about Dune.
I would assume that's why they're here.
Yes.
Minute 107 through 108. He's afraid of the fundamentalists.
Yes.
And he should be.
So Paul's not afraid of fun. He's afraid of the fun that comes with the dementalists.
That comes with the mentalists?
Yeah, fundamentalists.
Yeah.
I don't know what a dementalist is, but they sound a lot of fun. And he should be afraid of them. As we catch up to Paul, he kneels down. And did you draw that? I didn't go back to
He
the
doesn't
first.
kneel down. He Slav squats.
He Slav squats. I wish I could do that. I have that genetic thing where my ankles.
Your feet can't go flat on
Yeah,
the ground.
yeah,
Same.
yeah. So he squats down, and I don't know if you drew this comparison to the first movie, but it like when he put his hand out to the sand or the rock or whatever it is he's touching.
It's a rock.
It looks very much like the Gom Jabbar hand scene, like where his hand like burns. It's very similar.
Similar.
Yeah, and I know it's not exact, but I'm wondering if there's like a small tie.
I got a different tie-in to the first movie.
Okay.
Because to me, it reminded me of when he put his right hand into the tidal pool on Caladan before they left.
Oh, yeah.
Because the rock kind of has a wavy look to it.
That is very true. I forgot about that scene. I think that's a stronger connection. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Maybe I'm just better at watching movies than you are.
Yeah, probably. Well, I had this playing on my phone as I was doing dishes last night, taking my notes. I was dictating the notes, so I wasn't.
That's insane. Were you actually?
No,
what the fuck? Oh, I was gonna say, is that how you actually take your notes, motherfucker? I'm sitting here with my fucking entire command station Dune up on full screen on a 21:9 aspect ratio, so that way it like maintains the theater aspect ratio and everything, going frame by frame.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No one asked you to do that.
but if never mind.
Yeah, it's playing on my phone, which is laying down on the counter. It's not even propped up. And I'm doing dishes with my back turned. With one AirPod.
But it's from your shitty pair of
of course.
AirPods that like one of them is dead anyway.
Yeah,
so.
it's got some static in the high points in the music. Yeah. No, I'm at my computer with the good headphones and the dark room and all that stuff too. Don't worry. So as he kneels down, regardless if it is a callback to an earlier scene or not, he kneels down and we start to hear some very ominous music start playing, and we get the eerie voices back.
We get our eerie voices from part one.
Yeah.
Same voices too. So
Mm-hmm. Multiple voices? I think.
multiple people, but it's like still the same. The main voice is still the same person from part one.
Yep. And we get the words "don't resist." So then Paul says something that I hope this starts a little bit of a discussion between us.
Oh, brother, I know it's going to.
Okay. Well, two things. He says, "Talk to me, Jamis," which is weird. It's Jamis. He's been told it's Jamis. Like, this is just in movie continuity that we're talking about here. Stilgar has called him Jamis. Chani has called him Jamis. Paul is the only person who says Jamis. And it's so fucking weird.
Damn it.
Why? Why does he say Jamis?
The inconsistencies of pronunciation. I mean, I know that you and I will forever fight on the Rabban Rabban.
Well, that's more of a bit at this point.
Sure. But I don't think you and I ever questioned Jamis versus Jamis. That's insane.
No. I know multiple people named Jamie in my life.
Or James or whatever variation.
Well,
None of them are ever Joms.
Yeah. Jommy. I think I would get punched if I called.
You wouldn't just be punched. You'd be throat punched. The worst kind of punched.
So pronunciation is only half of the beef, though.
Okay.
Up until this point, what do we have as a movie-going audience? What do we have that shows that Paul and Jamis were tight, other than maybe 2 dream sequences where he's just kind of hanging out in them?
I mean, they got really close the time that Paul stabbed him in the chest.
I would have to say that's a little bit of a contentious first and last meeting.
Did they not get close?
Physically. I'm talking about,
Emotionally?
Emotionally.
Yeah. No, this dude just kind of showed up in Paul's visions when he passed out.
And in one of his dreams, he stabbed Paul in one of his dreams.
Yeah. I was going to say, he showed up in his visions when he passed out in the ornithopter in the middle of a Coriolis storm, so that was cool. Maybe Paul sees Jamis as a savior because, they didn't die immediately after that. I don't fucking know.
The point I'm driving at is that the movie did a really poor job of building this connection between Paul and Jamis.
That's why they should have had the "I was a friend of Jamis" scene.
Yes. Paul dreaming of Jamis is not really a thing in the books. Once Jamis is done with the "I'm a friend of Jamis" scene, that's kind of it. It gets referenced a few times, but
sure,
there's no prescient visions of it.
But it would have made more sense for the movie then, at the very least.
Sure, because they're gonna lean heavy on this for a little bit.
Yeah,
on Jamis is like a spiritual advisor for Paul, and there's no indication that should be the case.
Yeah,
in the movie up until now. It's very weird. It feels haphazardly put together.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did film the friend of Jamis scene and it got cut for whatever reason, and that would make this make sense.
Well, we know that they filmed it.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. So maybe not the friend of Jamis scene, but we know that they filmed a scene with Paul watching Jamis be prepared to have his water drained from him. We talked about this,
but that wasn't in
those
the movie.
Episodes. They filmed it, and it was cut from the movie.
Okay.
They filmed a lot of shit for part 1 and part 2 that was cut from the movie.
Yeah,
because they filmed all of the shit with Thufir Hawat.
Right. I really feel like they had to be super, super judicial about what is being put in this last half of the movie.
Yep.
Because they ran out of time. I think they ran out of time, honestly. A lot of stuff was cut for time, and those were the worst cuts.
Yeah. And it sucks because the movie's 2 hours and 48 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't think Warner Brothers wanted it to be at 3, and
Yep.
That sucks. That really sucks.
It does. And this movie version of the Paul Jamis relationship, from what we get in the movie, I think really strains credulity.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it. I don't like this. Now I love having Babs back.
Sure.
But I do not understand it. I don't understand how it made sense to just throw him back into oh, hey, I'm going to really help you through this point, when their only meeting was Paul.
The fight.
Yeah, Paul killing him.
And then the few visions that Paul had with him or with Jamis in them before the fight.
Right.
And then during the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. And I had similar notes about how it just feels super disjointed and weird that Jamis is just brought back into this for no real reason. I mean, even if they
Duncan would have been a better spiritual advisor right here.
Sure. But what I was going to say is even if they didn't shoot the "I was a friend of Jamis" scene, but they left the sequence where Paul was at least watching him be prepared for, for his funeral and everything, that would have helped make it make more sense.
Yeah. Just something to show that, hey, Paul actually does feel reverence for this person.
Yeah.
Because from the movie, from what we get anyways, Paul hasn't even thought of this guy since he murked him.
It's not entirely true. Paul did carry his body.
Okay, I'm talking about like. Okay, sorry. No,
He hasn't thought of him since they reached Siege Tabor.
Right.
For the very first time.
Yeah, and I guess he did see the djinn in the desert, which looked like Jameis.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But we don't get anything from that, and that actually was Chani. So,
but we did hear Jameis's laughter on the wind and everything.
if they're resting on that to explain this,
no,
that's real weak.
No, that with Paul watching him being buried and like whatever else they may have shot, including Jameis for part 2,
Yeah,
I think would have helped it make more sense.
Sure.
But
all right,
we don't get that.
Chalk it up to a unresolved beef, I guess.
Chalk it up to bad editing, honestly.
Yeah. I hate to rag on the movie, but hey, we have to be impartial here.
Yeah.
We are transported into a dream sequence, though.
Yes, and we get our very stereotypical like pink orange hue rise up from the bottom.
Yep.
We get the shifting sands where like that we
Vibrating.
see when like Shai Hulud is nearing the surface. And we get multiple voices from the past.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to read them all out.
Let's do it.
As is. Kwisatz Haderach, you see only fragments. You cannot see the future without seeing the past. To unlock your mind, you must drink the water of life, and you will see everything.
So, let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
Up until now, the movie has done a pretty good job of letting the audience figure things out. Not perfect. There have been some times where, one character will basically look down the barrel of the lens and tell you what needs to happen or what they're thinking and what they're going to do.
Yeah. See every conversation between Chani and Shishkali.
Right. This, I feel like they either had a different way that they wanted to explain why Paul needs to take the water of life, and they either couldn't do it, or it was another thing that needed to be cut out, or something. And this dream sequence was maybe a reshoot, or something added in later, because it's very CG heavy, so they could do that.
I was going to say, I don't think it was necessarily a reshoot. I think it's just like bits of other stuff that they had shot that they cut together, and then this voice was just ADR'd over it.
Yeah. This is a tell, don't show moment, and we don't like those.
Yeah.
It accomplishes catching the audience up, I guess, if they were
falling asleep,
or falling behind on, what Jessica was so afraid of. What Paul is so afraid of by going south. Like that's one of his big apprehensions is that he doesn't want to do this. I think he knows that he has to do it. That'd be like the last little bit for him to basically become deified with
he
by the
definitely.
Fremen.
I mean, we know that he knows what he has to do because Jessica told him after she took the water of life.
Sure.
Jessica or maybe Alia.
Right. Yeah, but they spelled it right out for us. So there's no ambiguity here anymore.
Yep.
Paul has to go south so he can drink the water of life, so he can see the future.
Our minute ends with Jameis's voice, though. Not Jameis's. Jameis's voice.
DJ Jameis is
Dream
back.
Jameis is back, baby. Let's fucking go. He says, a good hunter will always climb.
That's it.
Yeah. I noticed some things throughout the vision as well.
Okay.
We get a sequence of two people sand walking together, seemingly Paul and Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
And we get, the fades in and out and like the cut transitions and everything. But there's a sequence where Paul and Jameis are walking across the top of a dune, and the amount of effort that went into this sandwalk versus the other sandwalks that we saw was significantly less. There's a section where there are very clearly like 3 or 4 just like regular walking steps, and then one of the actors is just like, oh fuck, I forgot the like leg sweep, and you see them kind of like do it very abruptly.
Sure.
But they like miss the weird like delayed, off tempo step and everything. And
Right.
I just thought it was very like going back to what you said about the reshoot versus just like cutting random pieces that they had
that makes
together.
sense.
That's to me was like, maybe that was a bad take or something. I don't know.
Could be. Maybe. I mean, we've known this for a long time, but they have given up on having consistencies with the sand walk.
Yeah. And then in our last frame, we start to get what I'm calling Shawl Paul.
Okay.
Being like faded into the screen here, and it's just Paul, but he's wearing a yellow shawl, which I thought was very weird and interesting. It was like the same colored shawl that Jessica was wearing when they first arrived on Arrakis.
Interesting. I wonder what the symbology there is.
Are we gonna do another Boondock Saints reference about symbolism?
We pretty much just do the same one over and over
Yeah,
again.
that's what I mean. Are we gonna do it again?
Well, you can if you want. Open door.
Nope. We're moving on. But I'd like to think that this was really just kind of like a vision of one of the many possible futures that Paul and Jamis would have had together.
Okay. Well, to go back to what I'm assuming the past Reverend Mothers or whatever, that's who the voices that we're hearing.
Or just any of his, genetic memory.
Well, that part hasn't been unlocked yet.
We've kind of
he's waking up, I guess, or whatever. But
because we've had them since part 1, so like
they clearly say in their instruction pamphlet that they just read to the audience.
Yeah, you see only fragments.
You see only fragments. You cannot see the future without seeing the past. Now, Paul's not seeing the future here because Jamis is dead.
Sure.
I don't know. Does that
But
does that also apply to an alternate future?
Past of. Okay.
Well, but he cannot see the future without seeing the past implies that he cannot see the past because he cannot see the future. At the beginning of hang on, let me scroll back in my notes. We're getting super nitpicky here.
No, you're right. Because everything that we've seen with Paul's prescience up until now is always future.
Yeah.
But it's only fragments of the future. Whereas, like, I think what the Reverend Mothers here are saying is that you can't see a complete future, which Paul, after he takes the water of life, I know this because I recently watched these minutes to cut them up for an upcoming guest that I'm very excited to have on the show. Paul in those minutes explicitly says, I see many futures.
Yeah. Yeah. He sees, that's the whole point, is that he sees variations of it. But I don't think he's at that point right now because he hasn't done the water of life stuff. And I think that's the point of what we're going through right now.
But in that case, he's seeing the complete futures, whereas this one, he's only seeing fragments of possible other timelines. And this other timeline that we're looking at here in this vision is one where Jamis doesn't die.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. This is one of those internal inconsistencies that's been kind of put on the back burner for most of this movie.
Yeah.
We're going to really dive into it as we get to the back third of the movie.
Motherfucker, we're in the back third.
Well, I know. I mean, as we continue to go through the back third.
I was going to say, we're less than an hour left in this movie.
So, back to the Gom Jabbar scene where Gaius Helen Milheim is interviewing him beforehand, interrogating, if you want to say
Interview.
That. Yeah. Do things always happen as you dream them or whatever she says? And he says, well, not exactly. So whatever he sees in his visions is fluid.
Yeah. I still agree with you, though, that the handling of Jamis post-death and Paul's lack of relationship with him post-death really does fuck this whole sequence up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Dear viewers out there, let us know what you think, because I don't think it's going to get better. I'm trying to be optimistic, but like if they're introducing these, or if they can't keep this small potatoes relatively straight, with the story and how Paul's prescience is being treated, then what the hell are they going to do in the next movie when you have to rely on it a lot more?
Yeah, because Paul's prescience is only kind of a big fucking deal in Messiah.
Yeah, exactly. So again, I want to be optimistic, but it just like going through it and noticing these things doesn't give me a lot of bedrock faith. Now, are they going to be able to pull together a good movie? Sure. But is it going to it going to be as consistent and just, I don't know, follow the paths that they've set up? Maybe not.
The more that we've been doing the Dune Minute, the more I'm liking Dune Part 1 more than I'm liking Dune Part 2.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And for many reasons, but I think the biggest reason is the refusal to follow the timeline set in the book. Let Alia be a 3-year-old fucking gremlin and
demon.
Abomination.
Abomination, yes.
And the removal of I was a friend of Jameis. I can forgive them for leaving out the whole, Gurney believing Jessica was the one who betrayed kind of thing.
Sure. If something's got to go, I guess that's fine, but
sure.
It would have been nice. That's a nice to have.
Not having a child Alia and not having I was a friend of Jameis, I think, are the two biggest sins of this movie.
Two big sins so far.
What are you...
Oh, I don't like the ending of this movie. But we'll get there. Yeah. We have plenty of time to talk about it. Anyways, we're running long on this one.
Told you we were going to have a fucking long one.
One of them's got to be long. So let's go back tomorrow. We got some more notes. I think I have some more beeves.
More DJ Jameis.
We got more DJ
tomorrow,
Jameis.
So.
All right. My outro yesterday was...
shit show?
No. It's fine.
The start of this episode was a shit show.
It was fine. But it was not as clean and polished as yours.
I'm better. You can just say
You're
that.
different.
I'm better.
You're different.
As always, you can find
the robots better? Because that's what it sounds like.
I think you can get the fuck out of my house.
I'm kidding.
As always, you can find the Dune Minute online. We are on Blue Sky at duneminute.com, and you can email duneminute@gmail.com if you'd like to get in touch with us. We will be back tomorrow with a Thursday episode. Hopefully, probably going to be a bit shorter. So we will see you then for that one, and we'll talk to you later.
See ya.
You recording? Mm-hmm. Hello and welcome to...
we're live.
Piece of shit. I'm just waiting on you to...
Jesus Christ, man. I got somewhere to be after this. Let's go.
All right. Hello and welcome...
Go for John.
I'll make you late to whatever you
I don't actually ever know.
Now I can't trust you.
How about this?
You can still talk and it'll come up.
I'll do things with my mouth.